All right, shalom, shalom, Israel, Yasharallah. All right, it's going to be my spiritual take or my spiritual 2 cents on the Israel or Israeli Hamas war. All right, and without further ado, let's give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Shalom to all you men preaching his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And shalom to you striving and sincere believers. All right, another day closer to the return of Yahushua. All right, so I have an article pulled up on RT News. Macron, okay, which is the president of France. All right, he had a speech recently, and one of the big things he said was he kind of in a way, like a backhanded way or a passive way of condemn what the Amalekites are doing, who are known as so-called Israelis, okay, in the land of Israel, all right, which is our land, and they're imposters, but not all of this beast system. The beast system is basically NATO and the EU, all right. They don't actually all agree with what Israel's been doing, man, and we're gonna get this article, but we also gonna get this precept, man, and this is division, all right, and it's public, okay. So let's get Matthew's, all right, in the New Testament, Matthew, all right, 12, verses 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. All right, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And in the ancient world, in the ancient Roman Empire, they had divisions toward the end. Let's get this word desolation, man. That's a profound statement that Yahushua made. So every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. What is desolation? Sorrow, grief, personal affliction, action of laying waste, destruction or expulsion of inhabitants. Okay. Hopelessness, despair. And that's what the Most High is going to bring to this, first off, to the entire world. But your current rulers is this revived Roman Empire, man. So it's going to be brought to hopelessness and despair, meaning condition of being ruined or wasted. The Most High said he made the waster to destroy. So that's a profound statement by Yahushua, man. Okay. So let's get some of this article, man. All right, as you can see, that's the French president. There's a lot of Israelites in France, by the way. Okay. Civilians are getting bombed in Gaza. So, there's reports on how many deaths there are, but it's probably being underreported. Pretty much most of this world are liars. So if they say a few thousand or whatever, hundreds, you gotta think, man. They don't want to put Israel in a bad light. Let's say if they say 1,000. What if they really killed 15, 20,000, man? Then more people will get on board with going against the Israeli state. These wicked Amalekites. All right, civilians are getting bombed. So here it is. This one group, Hamas, so-called Hamas, said we can't put it past them that these Israelis actually maybe even set up Hamas. Who knows what's going on behind the scenes? Just so they could justify what they're doing somewhat. They probably taught that guy, like how they did Osama bin Laden, man. And the people that's running Hamas. France clearly condemns the Hamas attacks of October 7th. So Macron, in a way, is saying, okay, we know supposedly or allegedly what they did was wrong. You know, this thing started when they're trying to say that Hamas started this war. Okay? We do share Israel's pain, and we do share their willingness to get rid of terrorism. We know what terrorism means in France. And terrorism is just a blanket statement on basically the so-called Arab world, man. Because the biggest and number one terrorist on this planet to humanity, to life itself, you guessed it, it's the Edomites, the so-called white man. So how could the number one murderer, Hebrews 12 and 16, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, you know, and then there's another scripture that says he was a murderer from the beginning, all right? That spirit of Cain, okay? So how can the top murderer on this planet who decimated pretty much every culture, every society, every indigenous population, how could they fix their mouth to say that anybody's a terrorist? You know, when America has been terrorizing this world since its inception, okay? It said America has been in wars pretty much damn near the majority every year since it's been established. All right, maybe 20 something years, maybe a little less, where it hasn't been in an actual war. And behind the scenes, it probably was doing something, but it wasn't just a full-blown war. So everybody know Esau is a warmonger, man. So how can they fix their face to say, you know, some Arabs are terrorists? You know, it's and when you hear terrorists, man, you think of these people like, you know, like they've glorified that word terrorist, so to speak, man, or terrorism, man. It's like the boogeyman, it's the spook, you know. When here it is, you find out what America's doing, and really all these Edomites, you found out that they're a sick nation of people, man. Okay, all right. However, he added there was no justification for ongoing bombing of civilians in Gaza. So he's clearly condemning these actions, man. So this kingdom is divided, right? Okay, it's divided. Let me see if I can find something else. And this is Russia's pretty much propaganda machine. So we do look at this RT News as an alternate source for mainstream media, which they all tell just one side of the story. And I'm not saying RT News is 100% correct, but it's just it's an alternate. Basically, it's the media machine for the East. You know, Russia. Okay, so all of it's not true, but it gives a different perspective. Okay, so this one article saying U.S. sabotaged Ukraine peace, NATO's ally prime minister. You see that? So Esau, man, at the end of the day, they're greedy, you know, and there's millions, if not billions, of Edomites, man. Who knows how many there is, but they all want to dominate the world, you know. So they're even fighting amongst themselves, man. When they say Jake fight amongst themselves, they've killed each other on world wars, man. 2 of them. It's about to be 3. Then one article says Israel's destroying Palestinian economy, and that's really what it wants to do. All right, Esau likes to mess you up financially, you know. So I'm gonna go back to that article. So yeah, France condemned this, and that whole war is bogus because we're getting that land back, man. They're defiling the land, and that land belongs to the Israelites, the true Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So in a way, I don't care, but in a way, it's fulfilling prophecy. I don't care, you know, in a sense that, you know, They're fighting over something that's not really their own land. So I could care less in that sense. All right, but I care in the prophecy sense. Okay, let's get Jeremiah 50. You know, we got stuff going on over here, man. All right, how Esau got us out here. I mean, you trying to survive, all right, and worship the Most High. Well, Salakia, worship the Most High and survive, man. Okay. Um, let's go to Jeremiah 50 verses 45. Salakia, therefore hear the counsel of the Lord. It's all capital letters, so this is the Most High. So the counsel of the Lord is this, that he had taken against Babylon. So when you're against somebody, you're you're adversarial to him. Okay, you're not for him. All right. That he had taken against Babylon and his purposes. So the Most High's purpose is this, that he have purpose against the land of the Chaldeans. And this is America, man. It's the modern day Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. And that's the Amalekites, man. They got, I want to say, the lowest birth rate out of all Edomites, because they're a lot of them are homosexuals, perverse. They in bestiality. They're perverse, man. Even more so than the average Edomite, if you could believe that. So they have a low birth rate, man. They might have 1 or 2 kids at the most, if that. A lot of them are atheists. A lot of them don't even believe in the Most High. All right. So these Amalekites are gonna draw America out into a situation that it didn't really want. Okay, and this is part of it, man. This is part of it. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Remember, hopelessness, despair, grief. So that's what's gonna happen, man. All right, and it's a wonderful time to be alive, to see the fall of your enemies, man. You know. Yeah, let's read the 46th verse. And at the noise of the taking of Babylon, so Babylon's gonna be taken, man, through these missiles, man. Remember, it said reduce, waste it. What's a nickname for America? Ophir, reduce the ashes. How? These nuclear missiles and the chariots of the Lord, man. It said none shall break their rank, and then it also says the scripture that's they're gonna be shot from one end of the world to the other. A bow and arrow. It says it mentions a bow and arrow, but that's not possible unless it's a missile, man. You know, you can shoot a bow and arrow maybe 200 feet, if that. All right. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved. Man, it's gonna be earthquakes, man. Most High gonna shake this place up. It's gonna be tsunamis. It's gonna be a whole bunch of natural disasters. And the cry is heard among the nations. Why? Because they got rich off of Babylon, man. They got rich. Okay. So the Most High condemns what's going on, but it's all needs to happen to escalate World War III. And the Most High is like a master chess player. He invented chess. Okay, so all these things are going to lead up to Esau's checkmate. But it's a like I said, it's a fun time. It's an amazing time. It's a spiritual time, which is always spiritual, to be alive and see all this chaos amongst the Edomites, man. Because they've always pushed that the Israelites are chaotic, which we are, you know, as a nation. All right, the 2/3. All right, but they're no different, man. All right, so Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Until next time, Shalom.